Hi, Jamie.
Hey Lisa, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm pretty excited about our really real estate talk that we're going to be starting here, aren't you?
I'm very excited. I think it'll be good for everyone, including us.
I think so too. And what's going to be nice is let's start off with just a little introduction. This is basically going to be live most of the time. If you're catching us now, we will let you know a day ahead of time about the time you can catch us. And then we would love to have you join us, ask questions. We're going to have some special guests up here. People like your lenders and your inspectors and other agents and what works in this market and other markets and why we do what we do and how we do what we do.
Mhm. Sounds right.
So I have been with real estate now for it's going on 3 years. So both of us are fairly new. How long have you been in real estate?
I started in December of 2020 during
Mm,
the end of, COVID, I guess.
yeah. So you come in with it was the funnest.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I only know COVID real estate.
Well, I'll tell you, I had a little bit of it, not COVID, before because I was
Hmm.
selling during that time. And then, of course, it got really crazy, right? So we're putting a lot of stuff together to try to help our buyers, especially navigate through this market that's been incredibly difficult for
Hmm.
buyers.
But we
So,
still
what do you,
get buyers under contract, so it's
yeah,
possible.
well, we do because we're
Mhm.
persistent.
Yes, we are.
So tell me, I mean, I know I do the real estate and I started the real estate because I absolutely love doing it. I mean, it's just something that, love helping people find their dream homes. It's like matchmaking in heaven. It's like when you
Mhm.
find it, and then, I know myself just like you. I mean, we go through whatever it takes to get them in the house.
Yep, exactly. And I've just always loved homes, and I love people finding things that they like, and kind of making their dreams come true. It's a challenge. It's always fun to try to find what they're looking for, and when you find it, it's very rewarding.
I think so too. So let's share with everybody like what are our steps? Like what's the first step when somebody wants to buy a home? Like what's our first step?
Well, my what I normally do is make sure that they have their financing in order and enough money saved up, because if you don't have that, you can't buy a house. It makes it very difficult. So I try to set them up with a lender, and um, just to see how much they qualify for. And sometimes they need to pay off some of their debts, maybe save up some more money. And so once the lender tells them exactly what they need to be able to make their purchase, uh, I still reach out and talk to them, and keep them motivated, because I know that it can either be disappointing, or it's just a long process.
Yeah. And nothing's worse than when you start looking for a house and they're looking at houses that are like $400,000 and then we go, "Okay, well let's try to get that house." And we call a lender and you're only qualified for 350 or
Exactly.
325. And I don't know, in this market right now, we have to be a little bit more competitive. So sometimes we need to come in a little bit over or get rid of some of the contingencies, but I think it's starting to level out a little. I think it's getting a little bit more normal.
It
But
is
um
in some
so
areas, yes.
first, we need a lender. So, like, the first step in buying a home is financing and getting a lender and knowing exactly where you're at. And then I think the second step would be then to sit down and actually go over what area do you want to be in? What kind of house? Do you want a ranch? Do you want 2 stories? Do you need a basement? How much yard? Does it have to be fenced in? That kind of stuff. Because I know cosmetic things can be changed. So
Mhm.
when you start looking at them, I feel like if you have your basis down of what you want, anything else, you can change the color, you can change the carpet. We have to look past a lot of things sometimes in these homes. I know, geez,
Mhm.
I was looking at some houses this morning. So there was one is 1.5 million, right?
Oh,
They didn't
wow.
even clean the bathrooms.
Where was this?
I'm gonna have to show it to you in Snellville. So if you didn't know, we're in Georgia. So
Yes.
yeah, it was in
Yeah.
it. I was like, wow, I was showing everybody the pictures. I'm like, this is crazy, right? So we
Wow.
probably should have maybe a photographer join us one time too, just to
Oh,
tell us like if you want to sell your house, what are we looking at when we see this? Because it's crazy these pictures.
right. Well, maybe we need to have a lesson on cleaning, on what
Cleaning.
to clean, or how to clean, because that is one thing when touring homes. I'm sometimes a little shocked that people aren't as prepared for strangers to come in their home and look at everything. And people notice little things that you see it every day, so you overlook it. But when somebody comes into your home, they pick it out quickly.
Hyper focus.
Yes,
Hyper
and then
focus.
that's
Yep.
all they can talk about for the
Right.
rest of the home tour. And you're like,
Mhm.
that can be wiped up, cleaned up, removed. So don't, look over that. If is there look at the bones of the house. Do you like it? Do you not like
Right.
it?
Yep. But it's hard. So that's one of the things I think we could talk about for sure. So definitely now, we're on the trend of buying. We're gonna have, a lender. But what's fun is there are actually options out there that we're going to talk about too when we, different episodes we're going to have on how you can lease with right to purchase. So if you're not
Yeah.
exactly ready to get into that house because you still need to save some more money, you're still working on the credit, we can definitely do other programs that might get you into that house without
Yeah.
you being stuck renting or being in an apartment and having that room for your family, especially if you're relocating. So
Mhm.
we're going to talk more about that. That's going
Yep.
to be a fun episode.
I'm going to go visit a family tomorrow that just got their keys for one of our lease to own options. And they thought all they could do was rent. And I ended up getting them less. They're paying less for for their lease payment at this house than they were looking for a 2-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment. So, and they're going to have a baby. So now they have all this room. No, it feels good. I'm helping them, and they can purchase the home. They have 1 to 5 years to purchase it if they choose to. So, like you've said before to me, it's like a test drive. So they're test
Yep.
driving the house
Test
out.
drive the home.
Yep.
Yep, and they don't have to get it. So those are some of the things when it comes to being a buyer that we're going to talk about more on, and people that we can have join us. And it'll be nice when this is live and people can ask us questions
Yes.
and we can interact and talk to you about more things. Second, though, let's introduce like sellers, the seller market.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was super hot, hot, hot for a minute, right? Basically, we were just handing contracts to the seller and saying, just fill out what you want and we're going to get your house. It's not really like that anymore. It's a little bit calmer, but it's still a hot market to sell.
Oh
And
yeah, this is the time. If you can and want to, you should list your house.
yep. Yeah. And we could definitely help you with that. So if you're thinking
Mhm.
about it and on the cusp, I mean, things you want to do, invite the realtor over to the house. Take a look at the stuff that's going on. What can we clean? What don't go just updating everything because you may not need to spending unnecessary money. But I know Jamie, just like myself, we can not only offer you cash offers before you list
Mhm.
because we're both certified iBuyers. So
Yep.
we can both do that. So we'll come in and you're thinking to yourself, like, why would you want to do that? Well, because if you get a certified iBuyer offer, you'll get 3. If you like those offers, we can just put it under contract, just accept it and put it on, no showings and no nothing, no fixing of anything. If you don't want to take those because it's still a great market to sell, we can put those to the side, list your home, for do a couple showings on it, see if we get a better price out of it, right? And then if you
Mhm.
decide you can go back, it's harder to do it the other way around. You have to wait
Yes.
longer. So it's
Yeah.
better to do it first. So it's always better to talk to a realtor that has all the options. We can
Mhm.
also help you with fixing things. So if the market changes to where you really need, if you upgrade a kitchen or a bathroom and you don't have the money to do that, but you'll get maybe another 20, 30,000 out of your home, we have programs that we are actually certified to help you with that too. And you pay at closing. So
Yes.
instead of taking all that money out of your pocket. So we have a lot of fun stuff we offer to our
Yes.
sellers. So,
Little bag of tricks.
yes, don't just call somebody up off of, I don't know, you click on a link that, you like the house and somebody calls you, from like, one of those other companies, get somebody who's going to come over and work with you because
Mhm.
it's selling and buying houses are stressful. I mean, you
Very.
think it's very stressful. So, and we will take the burden of that stress for you if you have a good realtor on your side. I,
Mhm.
I think so. I mean,
I agree. Oh,
Jamie and I talk about it all the time. That's that's what we do.
yes.
So yep. So those are the seller options and then the buyer options, and of course, lease with right to purchase options.
Mhm.
And so what else? So what else do we do?
Gosh, what else do
We
we?
offer a great opportunity.
Yes.
Are you looking to change careers? Are you thinking
Yes.
about real estate? We're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
What is it to be a life in a realtor?
Yeah. Yes.
I know it looks so
Behind the scenes.
I mean, it looks glamorous, right? We look like we're having a good time all the time. We look pretty, we try to do our makeup nice, we go out, going around, oh, you guys look like you're living, you just making all that money. It is a little bit more than just that, but
Yes. Oh,
it has to be, and I know
do my hair.
we talk about it all the time. You see yourself, we talk about it all the time on how nice it is to just changing lives, to be able to have a career that you do set your own hours, and it is sometimes a long day, but
Yep.
you can do it
Yesterday was
everywhere.
a long day for me.
Yeah, but they're not always like that. They're not
Nope.
always long days, and I would
Mm-mm.
rather spend long days working for myself than I would for anybody else. So
Oh, me too. Absolutely. Yes.
And
It's worth
our market center is awesome,
it.
So both of us are with Keller Williams, and it's just a good time. We really enjoy it. We enjoy the training. And quick, I mean, like, I didn't even realize how great their training was until I got done with my classes and joined Keller, and we were going through, and they shut everything down at the beginning, right? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, we never stopped. They moved Zoom right away, trainings right away. I mean, things just started to happen for us, and they never missed a beat. Where there were so many brokers that closed their doors and you didn't hear from the broker, and they weren't doing trainings, and they were just kind of just standing around going, what am I supposed to do now? And we didn't have that at all. So, the training and the I don't know, the people, they're just great. So that's
Mm-hmm.
something else we're going to talk about too. So you're going to hear a lot of great stories. We're going to be sharing what happens when we're out. We Everybody's names will be protected for the we don't want to.
Yeah, we won't use anybody's real names, but there are some funny stories that happen, when you're out showing homes or just even doing open houses and meeting, new people. It's fun. I mean, I enjoy that's probably one of my favorite parts is meeting all the different personalities and I just like I mean, I'm a people person, so I do enjoy
Yep,
everybody
we
probably.
do. Yep. A little too much sometimes. We're just out there enjoying people too much, but that's what we do, right? So you might see us knocking on your door, we'll just be out there introducing ourselves, as I think as a realtor, that I think sometimes it's the hardest part is trying to get in front of people,
Yeah.
and and tell them, listen, we're not gonna, you know, some of these door knockers give us a bad rap. We actually are out there helping. We can do home equity analysis for you just to see how much equity is in your house. Do you think you want to sell your house? Is it a good time? This is all things that you're not sure about. We can help, and that's what's important. Like, just don't go and, we're not going to, if you don't want anything and you don't want us to, we just don't call, and it's fine. You're not hurting our feelings, but
Right.
sometimes, we don't know how to ask otherwise, but to maybe stop. So you see a little realtor hanging out at your door one day, you might just open it and say hi,
It might be it might be me. Hey,
Yeah,
and if you want one of us to come to your neighborhood and meet your neighbors, just drop us a little message and
yeah,
we don't mind coming by. We've got goodie bags that
yes.
we give out, food
We always
sometimes.
come with gifts, always.
Yes, yeah. So if you think your neighborhood needs to see us, invite us over.
That's right. Because we'll come. We'll come together. We'll come. Yep, that's what we do. So we can even bring more.
Yes, yes, exactly.
So we're going to have other guest realtors too, because you're just not only going to see us. So that,
Mhm.
I mean, this is basically, we're just recording this as an introduction just to give you guys all an idea what you have to look forward to by seeing Jamie and I and others on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We are busy, so we don't have like a set time. We can't say like this day, this time, but we're going to try mornings. We're going to try evenings. We're going to see what works. We can have coffee time, or we might
Yes.
have a margarita.
Yes. Or we could even do a taco night.
That's right. So we're going to switch it up so that we can try to hit different times, but they are all
Yes.
going to be recorded and they'll be on YouTube and they'll be on our websites. So we'll share our websites where you can get to the links to see all of our episodes if you want to start
Mhm.
catching up on them. So we figured this was funner than just hearing our voices. We actually were trying the podcast thing, but
It didn't.
this was too hard to get together to do
Yeah.
this pot, because by the time it was hard. This is much easier because Jamie could
Yes.
be home, I could be home, other people can join us from home. So this will be
Exactly.
nice.
No,
But
I'm excited. Excited to meet all new people out there who's
yep,
going to pop in and say something to us.
yeah, I know, right?
Mhm.
So, but that's our introduction. So again, I'm Lisa, and this
And
is
I'm
Jamie.
Jamie.
Yep.
Yes.
And so, and this is going to be our real estate real talk show that we're going to have, and we're going to start doing it on a regular basis. And like I said, it's going to help you in real estate. It's going to help you understand everything that's going on, what we do, and
Mhm.
any questions. And when it's live, you can ask, and it's going to be a good time. So we're really looking forward to it. So I'm excited
Yes.
we've had this first one done.
Me too. Yay. Number one
Number
in the book.
one. Check it off finally. So
Yeah.
I know Jane's got a full day and I have a full day. So we're going to run off and start our days. But we are both on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all of them. So this will be on our pages, which is probably where you're viewing it now, or you're viewing it from YouTube. I don't know which, or our website, but you'll be able to catch them all. And we can't wait. So thanks for watching, right?
Thank you guys. Bye.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Sounds good.